Hello, friends. I am Ravinia, but you can call me Ravi. I am a voice actress, variety streamer on Twitch, and I dabble here on the YouTubes. But today, I wanted to talk to you about the other side, which is being a viewer on Twitch. I may be a Twitch affiliate, but I'm also an avid Twitch viewer. And one of the things that I always see both from the streamer side and from the viewer side is that people are really bummed that they can't always contribute financially to their favorite streamers. So you get a lot of those like, I wish I could sub, but I'm broke. Or like the, I wish I could support you, but like, I'll totally do it when I get paid. Well, just hold your horses. That was really dramatic. But there are tons of ways that you can support your favorite streamer without ever spending a penny. So today's Ravi's Talk topic is how to be the best viewer on Twitch totally free. Oh, and by the way, you are literally helping me right now just by being here and watching this video. But like, if you hit like a little like down there, like drop a comment, or most importantly, hit that subscribe button. Like, guys, it's totally free. It's 100% totally free. It's totally free and super helps me to grow my YouTube channel, which brings me to my very first bullet point. Follow and support all their social medias. If you have any of the same social media accounts as your favorite streamer, you can literally support them simply by following, liking, commenting, sharing their content. Seriously, it is that simple. Help their tweets get seen by more viewers simply by tapping that retweet or hitting the thumbs up on their post. If they have a YouTube, subscribe and like their videos. Hint. Join their Discord if you really want to get to be part of the conversation, and make their Discord more active as well. You can tag them in things that you think that they would enjoy, like announcements about new games and things that they like. It's really hard to keep up with that stuff as a content creator. At least it is for me anyway. So anytime that someone tags me in an announcement that like a game company that we love or that they know that I appreciate has posted, it's really helpful, so that when I go live and everyone's like, did you see that post? I'm not like, no guys, like, well, but I'm live, so I don't like want to watch it because what if there's like DMCA music? So, you know, getting tagged in it before stream is really nice. So having that conversation with us and being a part of our social media is completely outside of streaming is incredibly helpful. So I wanted to start with like literally the most obvious thing that I can think of, which obviously is following on social media. But I do want to take a kind of a pause to mention some of the absolute bare bones minimum things that you can do to be a great viewer on Twitch, even if you're walking into a channel for the very first time and don't even know anybody in the community. So first off, read and follow all of the rules of the channel. While many channels have super similar rules that pretty much add up to like, don't be a giant pile of hot trash mixed with dog crap. I mean, that's really what the base rules generally are. Most channels do have something more specific on them that maybe isn't how it works in other places. Maybe the streamer is particularly bothered by something because of experiences that they have had where other streamers aren't as bothered by that thing. So that streamer might have that as a specific rule down in their channel. Like, for example, some people are totally fine with people doing self-promotion, like letting them know that you stream is totally okay, where other channels even just saying, oh yeah, I was streaming this yesterday is enough to get you completely and totally banned. So read the rules and then follow them. And if you don't like the rules once you've read them, there's literally 100,000 people probably currently streaming. You can go someplace else. Don't promote yourself or other streamers. This is something that my community can be kind of guilty of sometimes. And I love them and I love that they want to show me love. But please don't when you're in other people's streams, unless that streamer is talking about me. Then that's fine. Then all bets are off. But otherwise, don't mention that you're going to watch my stream later. Don't mention that, you know, how much you loved my stream from the night before, unless that streamer was in there and is asking you about it. Like, of course, there's always little tiny exceptions. I think that all of this would be obvious, but self-promotion, especially if you're a streamer, is bad, guys. It isn't how you grow. It isn't how you network. Going into someone's stream, whether you know them well or not, and talking about your streaming or talking about your TikTok or your YouTube or whatever newfangled social media they've come up with now, it's just bad etiquette. I'll be honest, if somebody comes into my stream and immediately starts self-promoting and talking about themselves or mentions that they just became an affiliate or they just became a streamer, I tend to not follow that person or check them out. Really, Natasha? That's what we're going to do right now? We're grooming. Natasha, I'm trying to make a video here. Natasha, stop licking. I love you. You want to show someone that you love or that whose content that you like that you're a streamer, raid them. I personally almost always follow the people who have raided me if I'm not already following them, because I want to see their content and I want them on my list so that I can raid them in the future and continue to spread that love. It is literally the easiest and best way to show somebody that you're a streamer without walking into their channel and being like, oh, hi, I play this game too. Like, please just don't do that, guys. I could literally do an entire video about this, and I probably will someday. So I'm pretty much just going to leave it at that. But just remember, don't promote the streamers that you love, or promote yourself if you are a streamer when you're in somebody else's chat. When you're in their chat, you should be there for them. When I am in somebody else's chat, I am there for them. I might be networking, sure, seeing if I like their content, if I dig them, so that I can put them on my list and intend to raid them down in the future, getting to know their community and seeing if they're cool. But that's how I network. It's not by going in there to let them know that I'm also a streamer so that they can give me a follow. It's not how you grow, guys, I promise. Next up, bring a positive attitude. We all have rough days, of course, and we all have things in life that can bring us down. And guess what? That includes us, the streamers that you're coming to hang out with. I know, shocker, we're like real people that go through real trauma and drama and things in our lives as well. So some days we're even just barely holding it together to go live to be able to entertain you. If a viewer comes into chat in a horrible mood or bummed that I'm not playing the game that they were looking forward to, or with some horrible story about something that's going on in their life, or maybe needing to talk about their own mental health, it can just ruin an entire stream, like truly, because it's so hard to come back from that without looking like you're being insensitive to that person by just moving forward with what you need to be doing that night. So this doesn't mean to not be honest about things that are going on with your life, or to not come to a streamer or to treat the community about things that are happening, or to not be honest and always just be fake, plastering a smile over everything. That's not what I'm saying. But there are places to do that are more appropriate. Personally, my DMs are always open. Now, I understand why people do not do that. Some people cannot handle that kind of one-on-one conversation, but I do encourage it in my community for people to reach out to me personally for the big things that are going on in their lives, so I can be aware and so that I can bring it up in ways that are appropriate, and that we can talk about it without it being something that's going to just be like a brick wall to the chest. But also, a lot of us have Discords, which that can be a great place to bring up something that happened, or tell a story that happened during the day that maybe sucked, or something bad that happened that you need to vent about and get off your chest without the streamer seeing their live who's trying to entertain a room full of people, and you are needing to unload this horrible weight that you're carrying. Discord can be a great place to do that, or Twitter, or any other places that you can reach out and have that community conversation that isn't when someone is going live and trying to entertain for hours right on the spot, right? There are, of course, exceptions to this. Again, this brings us back to the read the rules bullet point. There are streamers who run safe spaces for mental health conversations, and that's why it's so important to read those rules. But in general, just as a good rule of thumb, leave the really intense mental health issues off of the live stream and talk about them in places where there might be a better environment, where the streamer can also be authentic with you and not have to be switching their focus so quickly back to something positive. Plus, I seriously can't say this enough, streamers aren't therapists. We aren't. Our communities aren't therapists either. And if the answer that you need is that you need to seek professional help, that's a hard conversation to have when someone's on a live stream, and you never know whose other issues in the chat you might be triggering. And it's just a very, very delicate place to be. Or even if you've had a rough day, just coming to stream to watch and maybe just saying hi and then lurking for a while, or bringing hope for a fun night of laughs, can be a huge help in having a great stream. So far, we've talked about some of the most important things I think that there are for being a great viewer. So supporting all socials, following the rules, don't promote yourself and others, bring a positive attitude. And if you just do those things, like truly just do those things, and you never give a streamer a penny because you just can't afford it, you are still wonderful and powerful and an important part of their community. I promise you. I mean, at least in my humble opinion, you would be an incredibly important part of my community. I can at least say that. Now, let's talk about a couple of things that will take you to that like top tier, like super crazy OP Pog Champ viewer. Make clips and title them. This is seriously so huge, especially for those like me who use YouTube as well as Twitch, or who use clips on their Twitter and really use their clips a lot. I get a lot of clips from viewers on Twitch, and going through them can be like totally overwhelming. However, if you take time to title it, then when I go digging through all of the clips that either I have made and thrown on there or that others have made and thrown on there, I can find that specific one that I'm trying to find because you gave it a name. And it doesn't just say the title of my stream 50 times in a row. It is seriously like amazing to get off stream and to just look in clips and have a perfectly titled, perfectly cut clip that I can just download and throw on Twitter. Like, the time that is saved by those of you who do that, like seriously, I can't even tell you. It's amazing. Mark your calendar and be there for the big ones. I say this a lot on stream. I am not a teacher. I do not take attendance. I don't always say it in that voice or anything, but I do say it all the time. I appreciate it when anyone can make it to my stream ever, whether you show up every single day or you show up once a month or you show up once a week. I am just appreciative of the time that you are spending with me. However, every once in a while, there is some sort of big stream that I do, and I'm really hoping for a huge turnout for. And this would usually be like a charity stream or a sponsored stream where I'm trying out a new game for a developer that's asked me to try it, or maybe like a subathon or something for my birthday, those kinds of streams. When people show up on time for a chat like that and start hyping chat really early, the energy that brings to a stream like that, that's usually going to be a longer stream, that's usually going to be a little more intensive, that's usually going to be a little more exhausting, that early energy can seriously change the entire stream for me, at least for me personally. Sometimes developers will even show up to hang out in the streams of people who are playing their games when they're doing new games and are sponsored like that. Imagine how great those development teams are going to feel when they see 20 people like show up immediately at the start of the stream and are all chatting and excited to check out the game. Support small game studios, woo woo! While you should never be expected by any streamer to make every single stream, pay attention to when your favorites are doing something special and try and turn out for those ones on time if you can. Invite your friends and family. Seriously, just show us off. Grow the family and community. Tell your friends who love streaming and love gaming all about the streamer that you watch. Or if they're not into streaming, then give them your YouTube channel, because maybe they like to sit and watch YouTube while they're falling asleep at night, and having our videos in their rotation would give them something to fall asleep to. But also that's a mean thing to say, but you know what I mean. Not give them something to fall asleep to do, but would give them something to watch and would help our numbers as they're watching videos about games that they like, even though maybe they don't like streaming. Or maybe they'll just think that we're funny and they'll want to follow our Twitter because they think that we're funny, and they'll retweet our tweets that are funny that maybe are completely unrelated to gaming. So just show us off to your friends and family. A lot of us have separate accounts from our personal accounts and what we use when we're on Twitch. So by just saying, hey guys, I think you would like this chick and you should check her out, that can be huge for us and help us reach people that we would never have a chance to reach because they don't follow Twitch. Okay, bye. Now she wants pets. She's like, how about you give me attention? I liked being in the background of your video, Mom, but now I'm gone. Okay, bye, Nettie. And then finally, the last big thing that I want to mention, be active in chat. It's seriously that simple. I can't even express how simple yet huge this is. I don't mean run the conversation. That's not your responsibility. And I know that there's a lot of people out there who are like, oh, active in chat. I like to lurk and just kind of watch. that being active in chat doesn't necessarily mean having full-blown conversations with the streamer or with people in chat, though it can mean that. And if you are comfortable doing that, please do it. Please have extra conversations going on in chat. Talk to people about other things. Make friendships. Like, that's the most exciting part of streaming. When I see people in my community playing games together, even though I'm not on, and they're just using my Discord to chat with each other and like play some games, that's like amazing explosion of awesome happiness to me, that they found each other because of my community. Like, that's amazing. So while those people are awesome, let me tell you, the real like non-modded mods of my channel, if you know what I mean, like those super regulars who aren't mods but they know some of the mod things, like the ones who type in commands like ! tip hype when someone gives a little tip towards like my next piece of equipment that I'm working on. I'm coming for you, Elgato key lights. Or even who simply like play the little gambling and free games and stuff in chat and use their channel points to interact with the stream, or just say welcome to new people when they hit that follow button. Those people are just like, whew, just amazing and so helpful to a streamer. Even just saying hi to another friend who walked into chat and said, hey, what's up? Can be so helpful, especially when I'm in the middle of like running for my life and about to get my cheeks clapped by some guy in a hockey mask in a video game. That can be really helpful for me. So thanks for saying hi to Joe XX69420 so that he hung out for a few minutes while I was too busy to look at chat. So this way, at least he didn't think that I was ignoring him and his totally awesome badass name. So literally anything that you can do to keep chat moving, to welcome people into the community, that is incredibly helpful at all times in chat. And those members of the community, those regulars who come in and are so welcoming and are so wonderful to other people, seriously, I think of them as like top tier. Not ever because of any donation they've done to charities or tips that they've given me or how many months they're sub, but just because that they're so welcoming and wonderful to other people coming into the community. Like, that's cherry, seriously. So see, this video took way too long because there's so many ways that you can support content creators without giving them a single penny. Do those of us trying to do this full time need money? Of course we do. I don't know a single streamer that wouldn't appreciate all of the things that I mentioned in this list just as much as they appreciate a monthly sub. So when you can, help a channel grow, help your streamer get better equipment so that they can make better content for you. But when you can't, help and support them in all of these ways that we listed here tonight. Oh, here for the ending. Banner's coming on up. Hi, Banner. So thank you for listening to my 2 cents. And if you want to hang out with a community that is super full of laughs, doesn't take itself too seriously, is totally full of fun, loving trolls, please come hang out with our community. We are incredibly inclusive, and you can find me live 5 days a week at twitch.tv/Ravinia. Oh, and like, again, like hit subscribe. Like, I have a cute dog. Banner, show him something. See? Isn't he cute? Does that make you want to hit that subscribe button? Banner, tell him it's free. Good job, buddy. Good job, buddy. Bye, friends.